Hi, welcome back to part 2. I don't know what I've titled it yet, because I haven't titled it yet, but of today's reading and going insane with temperance May, that's me. Okay, so let's jump right back in. The next card is Stop, Drop, and Ground. And we just had this recently. It was actually a title of another video. And let's go ahead, and it's a 31. I'm still getting waves in my field of release, 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 release. So this moon magic, this moon energy, energetic amping up that has occurred, okay, is still prevalent, okay, and relevant to what we're experiencing in this month of July. Um, um, so I'm supposed to touch on that, releasing things. The 7 stages. I'm hearing 7. I forget how many there are, conscious thought wise, but I'm receiving the 7 stages of grief, of mourning, because that's what I feel. I feel like I'm mourning. I feel like I'm mourning the death of things that meant a lot to me, mean a lot to me. It's not past tense, otherwise I wouldn't be mourning, right? I'm not used to being this weepy. It's I mean, when you're just sure everything's going to work out all the time, like I am, there's really nothing to ever be sad about, because it all works out. It just does. But no, I'm something new for me. Putting it out there in case other people, other souls are experiencing the same thing. It's not just you, okay? Stop, drop, and ground. Essential meanings: mindful presence, finding joy, blending, blending hobby and duty, a pause in the day, connections with friends and family. Exercise and self-care, nutrition, gifting yourself unconditional love. Boy, if I had a wish that I could just put out to the world, which I guess that's what I'm doing since I'm saying this out loud, it would be that everybody comes in and gifts themselves unconditional love of self, which is previous videos, okay? Self-love, boundaries, the shame game. I mean, self-love, unconditional self-love, love of self is all through the first 29 videos, because it's It's the goal, you know. Without that goal and achieving that goal, everything else falls to the wayside because it starts here. We can't do anybody else. We can only do ourselves. Gifting yourself unconditional love. A self-care message. Feeling undeserving of joy, learning to accept your past, releasing limiting beliefs, a need to spend time with people you love, taking notice when you are in overdrive, feeling overwhelmed, a need to relax. How long has it been since you gave yourself a moment to pause just for the joy of it? If you have been caught up in the hustle of feeling anxious or stressed about the future, it's time for a pause. Full stop. It's time to ground yourself with self-love. Drop onto your yoga mat. Drop in drop in on movie night with your friends, or drop into laughter with your besties. Seriously, your soul is asking for this. And while stepping and dropping can feel drastic, especially if you've been on the hamster wheel of busy for a while, it's it's also it's also perfect medicine for resetting and realigning your goals with the path you are on. If you're taking on unnecessary work that feels like soul sucking, you need to stop. If you're repeatedly worrying about metrics, relationships, or money, you need to stop. Ruminate with Rumi instead. And Rumi, he's Googleable, Rumi. Go with an open mind. Okay, so they want me also to mention um, the Emerald Tablets and Aranapki, the Law of One again. Ruminate with Rumi instead. Grab a tea and play hooky from your to-do list for a while. Know that you are deserving of the sacred pause. Stop, drop, and ground. Isn't about sticking your head in the sand and pretending that everything is wonderful when it's not. It's not about chanting positive mantras when you honestly feel like muck inside. It's about finding the real happy wherever you are. It's about actively pursuing grounded presence today, while remembering that it doesn't have to be perfect to be perfectly blissful. Jesus. Just these waves of mourning. I don't know what I'm picking up on. I know my empathy has expanded exponentially recently. So maybe I'm just tapping into y'all, or the world in general, the collective, the whole. And maybe it's a little all of it. Oh my God. I didn't even really mourn when my dad passed, transcended, because I have an expectation to see him again. I don't mourn in people in death because they're better off. I miss, I mean, and since I can tap in to the other side, I know they're always with me. I can feel them. And they're healthy and happier and at peace. This morning I'm feeling is it's like despair for the living. It is really strange. Despair seems too big, but there you have it. It's about actively pursuing grounded presence today, while remembering that it doesn't have to be perfect to be perfectly blissful. I should start bringing Kleenexes over here. I think. When was the last time you laughed till you cried? Maybe it's time to schedule a lunch date with a good friend. When you stop dropping ground, what do you notice? Have you been so caught up in the details of what you're doing that you've forgotten your joy? Indeed. Okay. Turn this off for a second. I think I'm low on battery. Let's see what the Archangel Tarot has for us today. Genge, you'd like to add to your message? I did shuffle, like I said, before I started this. Start the energy being activated. Come on. Okay, ready? Okay, is what it is. Page of Michael. Truthful, perceptive, analytical, and blunt. And there's Gabriel. Oh, there's Gabriel. An exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. Keep getting that. So, obviously, somebody out there, one of y'all, or all y'all, are entering into contracts, and just do your diligence, right? I mean, don't be silly. Make sure you understand what you're signing. Page of Michael. An exciting new challenge is coming. Life brings you something unexpected, but don't worry. You have what it takes to proceed successfully. Your intellect and ability to discern the truth are the truly discern the truth are the only tools you'll need. Don't hesitate to do research or ask for assistance from those with the right expertise. Business or legal contracts will need thorough review. A student of life who is continually learning something new, someone who relies on logic and reason to make his or her decisions. Truthful, balanced, insightful, sometimes unpredictable. Additional meanings: communicating your plans, important documents, a temporary delay. Six of Ariel. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. Six of Ariel. There are great blessings in giving and receiving. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. If you're the recipient of such loving gift, then accept it with gratitude and humility. If you have the means to give to those in need, then do so with compassionate then do so in a compassionate way without asking for anything in return. Keep in mind that gifts do not always have to be financial, but can be energetic or take the form of help based on experience. When giving to others, consider what they truly need. Make gifts that don't promote dependency, but rather that are well thought out and empower the recipients, and that empower the recipients going forward. Additional meanings: pennies from heaven, promotions or bonuses, acts of kindness, scholarships, or growth. 4 of Ariel. When you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. In the regular tarot, this is like kind of like a hoarding card. It's got the guy he's holding his pentacle like this, and he's got them all tied around his. When you give, you also receive. First, this card is a reminder that financial gain and resources are to be shared. When prosperity is held onto too tightly, it can also make a person closed off and therefore block the connection to future abundance. If someone has been blessed with great resources, this card can be a reminder to donate to the charities and worthy causes. On the other extreme, it can indicate that someone has been too careless with money. There is a need to review how money is spent or to get debt under control. This card isn't just about the money and finances, but can also be about expenditures of energy and emotion. Don't let fear-based thoughts limit your actions. Be willing to share whatever talents and gifts you have with those around you. Additional meanings of this card: control issues, saving for a rainy day, holding on to the present, resisting change. 10 of Raphael. Love and blessings fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members, happily ever after. Ten of Raphael. Love and blessings fill your life. This is a beautiful moment where it seems as though you have it all. Here we go again. Wow, I guess I'm going to have to spend some time with figuring this out today. This is a beautiful moment where it seems as though you have it all. Your family is loving and happy. You may still work hard, but there is a feeling of satisfaction and peace when you come home. Your relationships with your children or family members are peaceful and harmonious. Relationships can be a lot of work, but they're worth it. Your hopes and dreams are within reach. If it's a beautiful home life you're seeking, you're on the right path. Additional meanings: happy romantic partnerships, trustworthy relationships, the end of stress, happily ever after. 4 of Gabriel. Are you serious? I'm like, are you serious? Okay, it's going to be a long day, I can tell. Nothing wrong with that, I guess. Time for celebration. Abundant rewards for hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. Four of Gabriel. Okay. Ay. It's time for a celebration. You've worked hard and are entitled to some rest and relaxation. Your project has come to a successful completion, and now you can feel a sense of great pride and happiness. Release yourself from situations that feel burdensome. Expand your social life. You deserve to have a little fun. Important events such as engagements, marriage, or moving in together as a couple are likely. It's a time of stability and peacefulness. Additional meanings: a very special day, freedom from responsibility, the joy of life, a promotion or new job. And last but not least, Knight of Raphael. Motherfucking again. Oh my god. Knight of Raphael. Okay. Romantic, dramatic, poetic, and introspective. Wow. Committed romantic relationships, being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. Okay, come on. There it is. Oh no. One more. Knight of Raphael. Be prepared to be swept off your feet. Someone has the ability to bring deep emotions to the surface. This card often represents this card often represents falling in love. It can also herald creative or artistic proposals and career opportunities. Wow. Well, they're not playing with it's going to show up differently for everybody, I'm sure. Creative or artistic proposals and career opportunities, as well as situations or topics that make you feel or make your heart flutter happily. Someone who is a champion of emotion and artistic endeavors, a person who is in love with love itself, and anything romantic, poetic, dramatic, optimistic, sophisticated, introspective. Additional meanings: engagements and weddings, rose-colored glasses, powerful emotions, the need to get grounded. There it is again. Okay? So, don't forget to stop, drop, and ground. Fierce Serenity. Did we do that one? I don't remember doing that. Well, let's do it. Let's do it now. How strange. How strange. It's very strange. I would have remembered that one. Wow. Okay. What's going on here? OCG. So we've got 8. Fierce Serenity. There's our lion. Judah. Fierce Serenity. Strength. Quiet force. Quiet force. I'm not going to try and read this card without the light. I'm learning my lesson. Strength, quiet force, determination, the energy of the pacifist, willpower, self-control, a pure heart, emotional intelligence, self-control. Okay, self-control, a pure heart, emotional intelligence, a loving leadership, grounded calmness, infinite patience, a gentle soul, a peaceful warrior. Self-care message: losing patience, losing control, allowing your emotions to run wild, not standing in your power, being inflexible, a time to trust your own abilities. Fierce serenity: it's a quality that's embodied by the peaceful warrior, and by the majestic beauty of a resting lion. It's a feeling of power and one of flexible calmness in the center of a raging storm. Boy, that goes in with yesterday, does it not? Regardless of any fear or vulnerability that you are feeling right now, this card reminds you that you are strong enough to handle the situation. Stand up for yourself with love and courage, and insist on integrity from both yourself and from others. When the world around you is challenging your inner peace, what gives you strength and uncertainty? Amid, not and, strength amid uncertainty. Root deeply into that truth, as being fiercely grounded will change the outcome of your current events. Now is not the time for brute force. Lead with love. The gentle serenity you project will be a steady force that will allow you to remain unshakable. Channel your love from the center of your pure heart and bless the quiet strength of your soul. It will prevail when it's given the chance to shine in the face of adversity. How would your situation change if you let go of the small stuff? What are some of your inner must-haves, and what can you compromise on? The peaceful warrior archetype whispers through the actions of the extraordinary people like Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr. Is there someone who is there someone who represents fierce serenity to you? We all have this energy in us. Where can you welcome more of it into your life? Wow, that's amazing. I I don't remember there being 5 cards. I remember there being 4 cards. So do with that what you will, or you can believe in magic. I counted the cards. I picked them up one at a time. This one just appeared out of nowhere. Okay, so I'm sufficiently jazzed for the day now. I know the fairies are at work. Stop, drop. Okay, let's actually do it, I guess. It's fierce serenity. Stop, stop, dropping ground. Rise. Creator, water. It's an emotional time. Embrace the emotions, acknowledge them, respect them, because they are what separates us from the reptilians after all. Snakes don't have feelings. Alligators, not so much. Iguanas, I don't think they got no stinking emotions, man. Sacred mirror. Sky bridge, possibility for union. Vanishing mirror, ego, sublimation. Great teacher. Call him in, guys. Opening to discovery. There's the key and the lock and the dimension to change your timeline whenever you're ready. All you got to do is go through the portal. Woo. Tender embrace. Body and soul. So, okay. That's it for today, guys. I may come back. I don't know. See what the river brings, what bends the river brings me to today, as I float on my emotions and in league with the Holy Spirit, which is represented by water, by the way. Water is how we tap into intuition. Don't forget. And that is the Holy Spirit aspects of ourselves, which is the divine mom, the divine mom, the divine mother, okay? The mother aspect of divine. And try not to poo-poo away energies or energetic exchanges that need to be felt and dealt with as you go through each moment, 0.0 point. If you can do each moment one at a time, you will be able to integrate joy into those 0 point moments, and that is bliss. Nirvana is a different, we're heading towards Nirvana. Just hang in there. We got this, Ninja Seals. Okay? So thanks for hanging out with me. Until next time, peace and out.